watching Nick's Not Creative. I'm your host, Nick Einsman, and today I have a very special episode for you. It is Friday night movie night. That's right, we're going to be talking about a movie that I think is pretty damn cool. It's one of my favorite movies. It also scared the absolute shit out of me as a kid, and that's fine. You're going to laugh at this because the movie we're talking about tonight is Mars Attacks. For those of you who don't know what Mars Attacks is, it was a movie released in 1996 under the creative genius and director Tim Burton, obviously. That being said, it is a movie that takes after pretty much every alien invasion trope known to man. Aliens come to Earth, the governments don't know how to react, so they're like, oh, we're just gonna be nice to them. How bad could it go? The answer? Real bad. Real bad. Anyway, so the humans obviously, fuck up by releasing a dove, which in a Martian culture is not good at all. All hell broke loose. Anyway, so aliens start coming over, they're fucking things up, they're destroying things. It's great, it's a grand old time. But, long story short, this movie is an absolute ridiculous ride. So we're going to talk about a few things before I give you the recommendation or not. So talking points right off the bat. For starters, the literal first scene is one of the most... It has not aged well. Let's just put that out there. This movie has not aged well in the slightest bit. So the first scene is a pan shot of a rural farm town, and a remark is made about how a farmer thinks that his Korean neighbor is doing a Korean barbecue because he can smell it over the field. And the guy that he thinks is doing the barbecue is like, I'm not doing anything. And then they pan to the left, and there's a literal herd of cows on fire running towards them because of aliens. It's a wild time. Now, like I said, this movie used to scare the shit out of me as a kid. If you haven't seen it, I wonder why it would scare a 6-year-old child. Probably was younger. Thanks, Mom. Anyway, this movie's actually, not a lot of people know, but this movie's based off of but a playing card game released, or a playing card set released in the 1950s called Mars Attacks. To this day, I think it's one of the most beautifully illustrated alien depictions ever. Obviously, the designs for these aliens reflects off the designs for the original cards. Let's take a look at those now, real quick. Yeah, as I said, those cards were fantastic. Topps has then since come out some comic books. There's actually 2 or 3 different story arcs going on right now. Highly recommend those as well if you want to read those. But back to the movie. This cast is literally star-studded. From Michael J. Fox to Sarah Jessica Parker to Pierce Brosnan to Jim Brown to Danny, that's right, Danny DeVito. I can keep going on, like Martin Short, but the star of the show, by all means, is the one and only Jack Nicholson. Because not only does he play one important role, but he plays 2. And they're not so different. Now you might be asking, well, Nick, what are those roles? Let me tell you. One, he is the President of the United States of America, and he is like the leading government authority of the world on how Earth is going to talk to these aliens and how they're going to communicate with these aliens. On the other side of that coin, he is a seedy casino owner, and oh my god, I just realized that is our president now. Jokes.
Why can't we all just get along?
Anyway, so his characters are vastly different in the movie. Unfortunately, Jack Nicholson does meet his demise. much like most of the main characters of this movie, or the main characters, or the characters that we follow throughout their story arcs. Most of them do not live happy endings. They either get incinerated, like our baby boy Jack Black, we'll get to him in a minute. Sarah Jessica Parker gets literally turned into a dog, or a dog person, or a dog woman. However you want to see it, long story short, her head is sewn onto a dog's body. Her own pet dog's body. It's bananas. So yeah, these aliens have a ridiculous sense of humor. You can't go wrong with it. If you're looking for a really fun movie to watch on a Friday night with a few beers, a few friends, if you want to do a Zoom movie night, maybe this is the movie you want to watch. But the last thing I will leave you before I give you my personal recommendation is the fact that Jack Black is a literal child in this movie. Not like an actual child. He's got to be in his mid-20s, but he's so young, and it's so funny to see him in this role. Because he's only got like maybe 15, and 15 is being generous, minutes in this movie. So now on to the fun part, the recommendation. Yes, totally worth it. It is a movie that is fun. It's only an hour and 40 minutes long. It does not feel like an hour and 40. If you like campy movies, if you like alien movies, if you like Tim Burton, this is the movie for you. It is funny, it is dark, and honestly, it rips on everybody. So I could not recommend it enough. That being said, we're going into spoiler territory, so if you do want to watch that movie, you might want to cut it here. Anyway, this is how the movie ends. Pretty much, they've tried everything. They've tried nuking, they've tried tanking, they've tried submachine guns. Nothing works. They can't kill these goddamn aliens. But the only way that these aliens can get killed is by the least likely character to kill them. There's this character named Richie. You think he's gonna die all the time. He doesn't end up dying, but he loves his grandma. So his main reaction is, I gotta go save my grandma. I gotta go check on my grandma, yada, yada, yada. He goes, he gets to his grandma, and his grandma's like about to be obliterated. Like the aliens know that she's not listening. She's got her headphones on. And like she turns around because her grandson yells at her, and she pulls her headphones out of the receiver, which then lets the music come out of the speakers. It's playing this ridiculous song. It is playing this absolutely ridiculous song. It's called Indian Love Call, and we'll listen to it now. Like I said, it's ridiculous. It's by Slim Whitman, and it is the only thing that kills these aliens. So the only way that they're able to get rid of them is just playing them over the airwaves. It's ridiculous. Like I said, if you're still watching, obviously now you know how the movie ends, but it's worth it. It's so funny. It's a quick hour 40, and it's a good way to get your Friday night going. Hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to tune in next week for our next week's Friday night movie night, and we will be here waiting for you. Until then, like, subscribe, tell your friends about us, all that fun stuff, and don't be creative.